Do you view Vice President JD Vance as your successor, the Republican nominee in 2028?
No.
Trump is in trouble. I mean, big trouble. MAGA is rallying against him, and one guy in particular, JD Vance. From day one, Vance has proven he has zero allegiance to the truth.
I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him.
Zero allegiance to his family.
JD Vance also has a non-white wife, an Indian wife, and a kid named Vivek. So it's like, what exactly are we getting here? And that's not a dig at him just because I'm a racist or something. But it's like, who is this guy really? Do we really expect that the guy who has an Indian wife and named their kid Vivek is going to support white identity?
That was admitted racist and Trump dinner companion Nick Fuentes trashing JD's wife, and Vance never defended her. But that makes sense. We know Vance's thoughts on women.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too.
That, of course, is Hillbilly Vance, going after the women who don't fawn over men with eyeliner. But Vance has learned the art of the grift from the master, and he's got his eye on tiny fingers, gargantuan ass, and he's not backing down. JD stands to benefit big from Man Titty's botched response to the Epstein scandal, and Trump can see it coming.
Release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Wait a minute.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Vance, like everyone in MAGA and the GOP, are looking for a way out of this. But Vance, who's dying to become the next MAGA king, won't get in the way of Trump's falling numbers and hardcore pushback for his trips to Epstein Island and whatever.
Listen, JD Vance is a phony. He's fake. I mean, he first says that Donald Trump is like Hitler, and now he's acting like he's Lincoln.
And Vance, he was an odd choice as Trump's running mate from the start and a Trump critic from way back.
I can't stomach Trump. I think that he's noxious and is leading the white working class to a very dark place. He's leading our political discourse to a very negative place. If Trump is elected president, he has to be a much different president than he was a candidate. As a candidate, he was fundamentally divisive, arrogant.
Let's be honest. There's no one who has more to gain from Trump's bizarre relationship with Epstein and the missing list and the disappearing files than Hillbilly Vance. And whatever Trump is hiding is being revealed in the worst possible way by those close to him, all which is bad for Trump and good for Hillbilly.
All hell is going to break loose.
And this is the first topic that all of us as Americans, not as Democrats, not as liberals, not as Republicans, are actually lining together and saying we all want the Epstein files.
I think the time has come for the administration to release all of the files.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk.
Remember, Vance is backed by big tech money that Trump desperately needed. Billionaires like Elon Musk or David Sachs. They were all responsible for JD becoming VP. So it's logical that every night Vance goes home and dances in his living room as Trump digs a daily deep hole in this Epstein saga.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Vance knows it, and Epstein knows it. Remember when the whole world gasped when Trump said this?
Grab him by the pussy.
Now, Trump is like a dog running through traffic, and it's only a matter of time before he meets a dark and ominous end. Maybe. And Vance, well, Hillbilly is on a political carnival ride where his own lack of principles make him the perfect successor for Trump. I mean, should Trump not go full dictator?
I mean, we are on the edge of a dark precipice where the rule of law doesn't exist, at least at the federal level.
All Vance has to do is sit back and let it happen. As Trump self-destructs, all he has to do is attack liberals and appear to have a spine, a soul, or allegiance to anything but himself. That's going to be hard, though, for him.
The Epstein files has been probably the most complicated piece of this for him because he needs to keep the MAGA base that's rebelling right now on his side, but he can't be seen to be straying and not towing the line for President Trump. He has a lot more at stake here than Trump does because he's not seeking to be, Trump is not seeking to be reelected. But Vance is looking ahead at his political future, and his relationship with the MAGA base in some ways is even more authentic than President Trump's, or more ideologically and philosophically aligned, given, how he grew up, given how he really views foreign policy as much more isolationist than President Trump is. But right now, MAGA and America First is still whatever Trump says it is.
Vance acts like a Trump loyalist, saying the president has nothing to hide. But oops, Look on his X page. Vance hasn't deleted old social media posts which highlight threads related to the Epstein sex trafficking case and encouraging reporters to pursue the case. Now, he won't mention Trump, but when you say investigate Epstein, we all know what that means.
Well, Mr. President, a lot of people actually care. And we know that MAGA was all in on Jeffrey Epstein. Now, my Republican colleagues have sent letters, they've posted, they've demanded disclosure. Donald Trump Jr., the president's own son, has tweeted dozens of times about this case. FBI Director Kash Patel swore under oath in front of the Senate that he would be transparent with the American public and release the Epstein files. He said, and I want to quote, "Make sure the American public knows the full weight of what happened."
Whenever there's a new break in the story, like every day, Vance brings it up, even if it hurts Trump.
A vote for Trump or Vance, how do you like it?
But he says liberals are to blame. The key is he's still talking about it. And you know that pisses off Donnie.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
And Vance is getting ready for Trump's ultimate collapse. He learned the lesson from Shakespeare, and I paraphrase, if you go after the king, you better go all the way. So when more damaging details emerge about Trump's connection to Epstein, and you know more will, Vance can always say, gosh, he told me he had nothing to hide. Who could have imagined that?
President Trump this morning facing new questions about Jeffrey Epstein and one of the convicted sex offender's most vocal accusers, Virginia Giuffre, who worked at Mar-a-Lago decades ago while in high school. The president said this week Epstein stole her away.
Did you know why he was taking those young women, including Virginia?
No, I didn't know. But I said if he's taking anybody from Mar-a-Lago, he's hiring or whatever he's doing. I didn't like it, and we threw him out.
Now, the family of Giuffre, who died by suicide in April, is speaking publicly.
It does make us question how much did he know?
And responding to this moment Tuesday on Air Force One, as the president referenced Epstein and Giuffre.
He stole her.
What went through your mind when you heard that?
I think we were shocked by it. Especially to use the term stolen.
What if he pardons Ghislaine or pardons himself or arrests Obama? Trump will do something incredibly stupid because that's what he does. And because of this.
I love the poorly educated.
Vance is hanging back, letting Trump dangle in the wind. And it's not even a conspiracy. Vance is doing all of this in the open. His lukewarm support for Trump shows you his Machiavellian side is well practiced and ready for prime time. Consider this. Elon Musk, who financially supported Vance, then Trump, and then not Trump, is now helping Vance again. By not letting the Epstein scandal die, Musk tweeted that Trump was on the list of clients who victimized these young girls, and then backed off, then doubled down. I think Musk is playing with two decks of cards, and right now he's backing Vance by attacking Trump. And since Epstein's death in 2019, when Trump intimated that Clinton was behind the death, it's been all downhill for deviant Donnie, whose close association with Epstein has perved out much of his base, and the free world for that matter. Now, while Vance won't go after Trump publicly like he did in the past, at some point he'll have to decide what his future will resemble. Will he be the guy who stands up to MAGA and Trump's loyalists, or will he wait till others do the hard work and then jump on board? Or will he do nothing out of his weakness and fear? But is Vance or anyone willing to stand up to Trump? Because, you know, there's never going to be a better time to do it. And with that comes this question. If Trump is allowed to remain in control of the Republicans after his close association with this monster and the hundreds of young victims, what does that say about them and, of course, the rest of us?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Goddamn right.
It's sitting on my desk.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Trump admitted he knew Epstein for 15 years.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Do you have no shame?
Are you not entertained? They don't know what the they're doing.
Jeffrey Epstein?
I could be a stupid person.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Tick-tock.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.